Well, hello everyone. So, who's ready for today's stream? I'm going to be working on my websites today, so it's going to be a bit more of a chill stream. Going to maybe try to finish the admin dashboard that I started at the beginning of the month and has been on pause ever since then because, yeah, I was sick for almost an entire month if we take into account uh, dealing with the flu and repercussions from that. So yeah, uh, not a happy experience. So yeah, this basically has been sleeping since then. So I should start working on it again. Let me just see the progress I did last time. See where I need to start from here. I also have a few designs that I did on paper that I want to implement eventually. Let me just see something. So, okay, the password isn't memorized. That's a bit on the annoying side. Let me see if it's this password. No, it isn't. Okay. Let me go grab it from my password manager. I think I put it in here. Let me check. Lock. Should be on my KeePass. No. This one? Yeah, was that one. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so I have the dashboard. It's empty at the moment. Pages. Okay. For starters, can I increase like the? I want to do it like this. So, yep. Wait a minute. I already have this here. So I'd want something like padding 10 pixels on everything. Margin top like 20 pixels. Okay, what is the amount on this one? So I can replicate margin bottom 20. Yeah, okay, should be this one. So padding 20 pixels. Alright. So if I grab here and just say 20. Okay, those are mostly aligned. Okay, I'd say that looks a bit better. Yeah. Honestly, it looks a lot better, so I'm going to go into here, site CSS. Where is the main content? Here. Okay, apply changes. Edit. It still has nothing. Right. This one. Okay. I must have left the edit for the next stream. I work on this. Alright. So basically that's going to be my work today. Let me just see. This should be working already. I'll need to clean up the inputs later on, but now's not the time. For here, same thing. Okay, and pages, I don't have the add button. So, let me go grab how I did for the edit. No, not in here, the posts. Let me see. First, I want to see the button. It's this one. Okay. Insert into here. And say add page model. Grab the posts and grab this model. Should be all of this, yeah. Model. Okay. What am I passing as the model page? Okay. Except I kinda want to convert this into a different thing, so I'm going to have to isolate this as a model itself, so I can basically copy this one and say pages review model. Okay, pages. Here it's page, pages, pass it to here, pages, view model. Okay, that's working. That's still giving an error. Oh, model.pages. And basically that's it. Home controller. Okay, now it's this one. New. Okay, I'm back. Where was I? Oh, yeah, I want to copy the way this is being done. So in here, pages, view model, pages, and okay. Now that should be working fine. And I need to say, so title, description. I think it has tags, but don't quote me on that exactly. If I go into here, oh, it's keywords in this one. Okay, but it's essentially the same thing. So keywords. Let me say, in the case of it being posted like this, pass it to page. Okay. Title, body. Page description goes to page body. Next, page keywords. Okay. Page image URL. Does it have an image URL? Title, route, website ID, website, order. The order shouldn't matter at the moment, but I'll also put that. So, scope, call, display order. Be at p dot order. Okay. Instead of having this page order, display order number. Okay. Here it's website. Keys, text area. Okay, let me grab this again and say route, page route. Route. Okay. So that should be everything, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't have an ad at the moment. So I'm going to add. Okay, this is in the admin, so it's correct. So, what I want to grab from here, let me put this in here and say I want the title, string body, string route, string keywords, int display order, string website ID. Okay, that should be everything. Our page equals new page, title equals title, content equals body. Okay, I don't have a description. I should have it as well. Page description. This description and pass it into here. Okay. Description equals description. Order equals order. Keywords equals keywords. Route equals route. And then website ID equals website ID. With.parse. Let me see how it's in here. Yeah, same thing. And then in here, context dot pages dot add page. Websites from no. In here I want the pages one. Right. So I might want to display some other things in here, like th scope call. Okay, so what else do I want to add? I want to add the route, so I know how it works for the most part. p.route, because this way I don't have to check the database to see how I normally implement it. And regarding the API, I can turn it off because this one uses the database on its own, doesn't use the API. Okay. Now tell me, does it appear different? Yeah. I have the about and the home. Okay. So hold a bit. Might have done goofed something in here. Add page model. Yeah. What's this? Label. Add a page. And in the post one, there should be a typo saying, yeah, website. In here, this is for this one and website. Okay, that should be fine. Let me see if I can just refresh this. Yeah. Apologies. So, in here, let me say that for now I want a simple empty body saying h2 under construction. h2 is description. I'm going to basically create this page for the omegaleo.dev website, and then it will have something like, for example, a list of projects, some code snippets, things like those that I won't put on the main website. So basically that's going to be the difference. Home display order 0. It will be for... oh, I still haven't created the .dev website. Let me do it quickly. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to here and say omegaleo.dev. Save changes. Okay. Do I have another website? I don't think so. Okay. So, home, H2, under construction, H2. Here for now I'm going to leave it empty. Route home, leave that empty. 0 on here. .dev. Okay. I didn't put this pointing to the right thing. Hold up. Let me see if I managed to save it. But yeah, I'm going to just restart. Because yeah, I didn't change in here to point to the right place. Fun. Page? Pages? Page? Page. Okay. Going to here again. Okay. Now this should be working fine. Let me just check something in here. Okay, I have for the about page and I have for this. Okay. Let me go into the database to check something out. Because I might already be able to implement something similar to the posts, but for projects in this case. So, what I'd want to do, for example, would be something like I'm currently looking on a different screen. So, let me see, websites, not this, pages. Okay, just simple tag, right? Home, include this like that. Home page, omegaleo.dev. Home. This can be empty, and there it is. Okay. Why is it was? Okay. You know what? Close. I'm just going to stop this and restart it because it didn't update the form apparently. Control F5. Okay. Not what I wanted to do. Posts, list, home is this one, and like this. Internal server error. Not insert keywords. Okay. Let me do something like this. C sharp, C sharp. Happy now? Yeah. Okay. Display order is a 0, but it should be working fine. At the moment I won't be able to test because I don't have the omegaleo.dev website configured, but when I create the profile for it, I should be able to do it. But yeah, at least as a proof of concept, it's working fine. Posts, websites, okay. Trying to remember if I have anything else, but I don't think so. At most would be like one-off websites, for example, for each of my projects under omegaleo.dev, but that's a different case. I don't want to go into that at the moment. I prefer to create, for example, multiple pages or multiple posts for each of the projects and then update from there, even if I have to like point to the Unity index.html or something like that, or maybe copy the regular unity.html and then from there point to the script necessary to run. Uh, I'll take care of that when I get there. But yeah, for now I'd say we can start implementing the edit functionality. And yeah, basically that would be it. At the moment, if I start, for example, the API like this, okay, and then if I grab, for example, this dev website for Professor Leo, it should do something. Okay, F5. Where are you pointing to? Okay, might have to point it to the release 1, because this one might be a bit bugged out. Okay, giving the same error. No, because it's not pointing to the right place. Hold up. Okay. Oh. Okay. Let me try this again. So, the admin one. Okay. That's working fine. Uh, Let me just go into. Let me use the Omega Leo 1 to see if it's working properly, or the API in my release server is messing up. Huh. It's giving an error. I might not be pointing to the right place. That might be it. Okay, so I need to run the API locally, and from the API I then call the frameworks themselves. So I'm going to call this one, but let me edit this. Yada yada yada. Professor Leo Dev, right? Build project. Open it in Edge, please. Okay. So I have the admin portal, the API, and the Professor Leo website, all three open at the same time. Okay, that's definitely pointing to where it shouldn't. I'm going to have to fix that behavior. Let me just grab this here for a second while I attempt to fix the configuration for it. Yeah, that's not pointing to the right place. Should be 1791 and it's HTTPS. Okay, if I do it like this, now it should be working fine. Restart. Okay, it's taking longer to load. Yeah, perfect. That means that it was a success. So now, yeah, displays the same as the website in the release server, and I can start basically doing some things here. And just remember something, I don't have this styles option here, so we can kinda create it, since might be better to have it as well. So in the home controller, I'm going to need another one for the styles. Let me already do it like this and say style sheets. Here it should be style sheets, yeah. To list the sync, yes. Okay. Clone this and call it styles view model. Tell it to use style sheets. Should be this one, yeah. I mean, technically, this is a single object. Oh, wait, no it isn't. What was I thinking? That's right. Styles, view model, style sheets, roles. Oh, here it's website style sheet. Okay. Styles. That's fine. Create a view. Or I can just clone the one I used for the post. Sorry, I didn't notice I was making noise with the tissues. Apologies for that. Okay, in here, styles. For style sheets. Okay, style sheets. And basically what I want to create is add styles model. Pass it to here. Label. Go into here, add a style sheet. And the only thing I want to say is check. Yeah, I just want to do CSS style sheet and the website. So it'll be something like this. Do it like this. Style sheet. I'm just going to say it's CSS. Style sheet CSS. Style sheet website. Okay, add the style sheet, etc. I'm going to create a new controller, styles controller, styles, and just pixel out this. Okay, and here get string CSS and string website ID, and here styles, style sheets, the home controller, yeah. Just check if everything is alright. Looks like it. Var style equals new website style sheet. CSS equals CSS. Website ID equals with parse and the website ID. Context dot style sheets dot add style. Okay, why is this? No, because of this. I'm going to the view styles view model. Okay, I want to call the styles add, yeah, exactly like that. And in here, style sheets, just website name and add the CSS style sheet. I mean, I might need only the website name. These will be unique, basically. So styles like this. Apologies. So now why is this not working at the moment? Might need to refresh the admin dashboard. Okay. Essentially that is it at the moment. I just need to filter something in here. And the ID wait, and contact style sheets dot web select s dot website ID dot contains p.id, not like this. Okay, what did I do? Oh, TOI. I was putting it in the wrong place. Should be here. Where p. Okay, should be something like that. And that should work. So what I want is I want the list of websites. I can add a new style sheet to only show me the websites that don't have a style sheet created already. And besides that, I can just as well basically finish the edit and the other one. So style CSS style sheets, yeah, p.id website ID, just so I'm sure. Oh, okay, it allows me to do it like that. If style not equal null, return cannot find the style sheet ID. Same for the delete. In this case, Might just do a remove. It should be working. Okay. Doesn't like it when I do that. Let's just save first. Oh. Style sheets. Okay. Basically it was because I had the wrong table that I was looking at. So yeah. Okay. Redirect to styles sheets on the home directory. And here. And in here I'm going to create the view for it. Directory, styles, and yep, okay. Website, style sheet, model.website.name, edit style sheet for this, website.name. Let me already take care of something, so for now display it as p at model.css style sheet, just so I can check if this is working properly. Okay, I was drinking some water while it was loading and I forgot to include the menu. So let me do that. View. Where's the shares? Oh, bingo. Essentially, I just need to add something like this. Say style sheets. Style sheets. And let me go into material icons and search for what I want. It's this one. I remember I used some. Oh, okay, Google Fonts. Right. Let me see. Style. Could use this one, or I could. Yeah, this one seems pretty interesting. So material icons. I want the format paint. Is that it? Seems like it. If I change this, let's see if it detects properly now. Oh, I mean here I forgot to change. Oh well, let's wait for it to load. For some reason it's stuck in the plain changes. Let me cancel that. Okay. Style sheet. Let's restart the app again and see if now it shows properly. Yep, there it is. Okay, it has the one for Professor Leo and for Omega Leo. Alright. Okay. Didn't register this properly. Oh, I know why. I need to go essentially in here. No, the website is there. Oh, Tui. I know why. It's not in here. It's basically in the style sheets. I need a controller for it. When I add it, I need an include for the website in here. Okay, and with this, now it should load up properly. Okay, I need to restart the app again. So, every change, restart the app, basically. But it's getting somewhere. Oh, I closed one extra tab that I didn't mean to. Okay, going to here. Let's edit this one. Perfect. Shows this properly. Okay, I'd say we can start from here because I kinda want to change all of this to mimic how ProfessorLeo.com was before. So yeah, let me basically copy what I did for let's see in here the whole model thing. I have a form to basically do this. Now if I go into the edit for styles and that's the form here. Okay. What I want is simply this. I don't want the header. I actually just want this label and text area and basically this a href equals at url.action. Point this to in the home. I want you to point to style sheets. Cancel. Save changes. Okay. Here it's the edit. And I'm going to hide in here input type equals hidden, name equals ID, value equals at model dot ID. It will be hidden in here and will pass to the form in the styles controller. Okay, string CSS. Alright, style sheets include, etc. Oh, this doesn't do the edit itself. I need to do it like this. So, public action result, edit style sheet, and this is what I want. Okay, and basically say grab me the style equals this. Grab the one that basically says, okay, that. Alter the CSS style sheet to what I input. Let's first do me a null check. If style not equal null, then you can do this, and we are going to update. So context dot style sheets dot update style await context dot save changes async. I want this as an async task. Okay, and basically just pass this here. Pass this as there's a specific thing I want to use, but don't remember the exact code for it. So basically what I want to pass then can be an internal server error, and I'll know, or just leave it as not found, whatever. As long as this works, it's what matters. Okay, and again, refresh this. Now it should show something different in here. Let's see. Okay, it didn't load because I derped and forgot to include something here. Model.css style sheet by changes. Need to reload again. Okay. F5. Okay, and we have something. I can increase this. Okay, that's perfect. Now begins the fun part. So, having here the colors. Let me grab something from here. So, kinda wanted to grab the colors I used for the blackboard that is basically currently being used as a frame here on the stream and was also being used as a frame in the website. But since that is missing, how about I make things a bit more interesting and create it by hand? Because that might be fun. Let me see. I'm going to use a color picker. Just organize my screens on here. I'm trying to basically do the thing where I can divide the screen, but it's not working. Yeah, so let me just do it like this. Color picker. Give me some shade of purple, that's something like this, yeah. Secondary panel color, background color, yeah, that's it. Okay. For starters, let me update with it like this. See what happens. Does it change? Control F5. Nope. It didn't change. Yeah. Okay. A way to make things more challenging. Hold on. What am I? I'm editing the Professor Leo. Okay. Just needed to check. I go, yeah, the website in the release server it's the same. So something didn't work. Oh, I know what. I have my form pointing to the wrong place. So if I go into here, it's this one. Okay, reload. Let me reload this page, continue. Okay. And replace this with this, not what I wanted to do. Okay. Method post. Did I forget something? Most certainly am forgetting something. Let me declare this as HTTP post. Let's see if it works now. Because it's kinda weird that it's not accepting it. Okay, Control F5, continue. Just see where you are pointing. Yeah, styles, edit style sheet. Preferably try not to. Wait a minute. It has a it. Okay. So if I go into here, yeah. Okay, that's perfect. No complaints there. And next, let me do something like just check the code to see where the edit style sheet is pointing towards. Oh. Yeah, I wonder why. Return redirect to action, edit, not value in styles, new, and say ID equals ID. And that's how it's done. Reload that. And basically I'm going to do some changes in here. So it's called BG color. I should have this here. Okay, save changes. What do you do? Okay, send me back to here. And we change this. So if I go here, Control F5. Okay, might be calling a different thing. Border color, that's for a different case. Background image important. I can remove this. Okay. Let's say I have text hover color. Okay. So in case it's active, let me see if it works like this. Okay, eventually I need to like integrate some sort of better text editor for this, but for now I'm satisfied. Var equals this important. Okay, it's that, yeah. Let me remove this. Okay, save changes. Reload. Huh. What happened here? Okay. You should do something different. Hmm. Okay. So something is overriding my background color up here. Is the main. For some reason I have this here, but ignore it for now. This is the head. I guess the body pointing to this one. Yeah. Guess of the nav bar. There's a border. It's using this background color. Something is not liking this. Okay, if I tell you to background color var this, okay, it's something, but still not the main problem. Should be this one. Isn't. Okay, something is messing up here. Is it the before and after? It shouldn't. No, wasn't that. What is this? Yeah, it should be. Something isn't working properly in here. So, max width 100%, width 100%. Nope, not that. It's not liking something, and I don't know what it is. Okay. Is it because of... not because of that? Border radius? Positions, the index, border. That one can stay as is. Okay, let's remove the paddings, because it might be messing up the whole thing. Let's add it in here. Where are the paddings? Here it is. Just say that the background color is this. Oh, it's already in there. Okay, let me see what else. Post box, no. Post body, post page content, no. Save changes. F5. Okay, now as for what is causing this, there is something that's overriding whatever I input in here. So, you can see where is the navbar 1, here it is. Okay. In this specific case, if I try for example this, doesn't work. But if I say for the container to have this color, yeah, it has to be the container fluid under the navbar. Okay. Dot navbar. Dot container fluid. Yeah. Copy this. Okay, for now, let it stay like that. F5. Okay, so in this specific case, since it's inactive, let me keep it like that at the moment. Oh, just noticed that my avatar is frozen. Wait just a minute. I'm going to restart the program. Okay. It's here. And set for this. Okay. Should be fine now. Okay, looks like it's tracking well again. Just not kinda. Okay, it's kinda falling in my mouth correctly. Just needs a bit of a push. Okay, let me just check something. Alright. So, now what I want to do is basically grab the part that's under here. Okay, I'm going to need to do something because the main content should be separate. So for now I'm going to do it manually by going into the page and saying I want to basically do this div class equals page content close div, say currently under construction. Let me do something fun with this. TV slash Professor Leo target equals underscore blank switch A, and then I grab this, basically do it like this, youtube.com at omegaleo /live. Let me see if this works. Although, since this content is essentially HTML, it might freak out when I try to add it on the release port, but yeah, that's what I wanted to try. Okay, it points to the two links, it's working properly. So, now what I want to do is page content. Let me just minimize this. Hello Vamp, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I'm currently working on my streamer website, basically just going to have both streams showing up here, and maybe a list of VODs eventually. Oh, that's kind of awesome. You're the first person to say that. Yeah, normally I'm a bit more hidden on YouTube, so yeah. I'm good. Having a bit of fun trying to make a web framework system work for multiple websites. Basically, Imagine a WordPress but built by hand in ASP.NET C Sharp. Oh, that's pretty awesome. What's your game about? And what's the engine you're using? I'm really curious about things like those. Hold up a bit. Okay, I'm back. Let me see. I wanted to basically tell this to use height, like 50 view height. Okay, 100 is too much. Let's say, yeah, 80 should be enough for now. I'm going to grab this and go down here to where it says page content. Say this. Godot. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Yeah. If you want to shout out like any content to, so I can basically see later on, feel free to do so. I'm really supportive of all that kind of project. If you need any assistance, be free to ask. I'm always here available to help out everyone. So if you have any doubts, please tell me. Yeah, what I was trying to do now, I want to now basically turn this panel color into some sort of dark green, something like this. And let me already set up the secondary panel color as something like this. And I'm going to do some interesting shenanigans with this. So let me say border 10 pixels solid and use this. Save changes. Does it work? Well, if it doesn't work at the first try, just need a darker green. This one doesn't work well with what I want to do. So panel color, grab this, paste into here. Alright, thank you, but I'm just doing this as a hobby. I'm in med school, so I don't have that much time. Yeah, I understand. I'm basically working a full-time job, and yeah, I also barely have any time to do this. So yeah, I mostly only like do maybe 2-3 hours of work on my hobbies, including this stream here. So yeah, I get that feeling. But med school, that's quite a challenge, I have to say. I haven't even finished my engineering degree, so I can't even imagine how hard that might be. But yeah, it's pretty amazing to have hobbies like this. It's kind of a neat challenge for yourself in a way. Okay, let me just finish doing this before I forget, because ADHD over here. If I don't do something immediately, I'm going to eventually forget it. So might as well do. Okay, that seems a bit better in terms of color. Oh, I work basically as a web developer in not multinational, but something similar. So yeah, basically I use ASP.NET every day, so I'm basically familiar with this website creation. I don't want to say engine, but tool, for example. So yeah, basically I work mostly on websites for products, etc., on a regular basis, besides interacting with clients, but that's basically the norm for programmers, so yeah. You used to make Roblox games when you were little. Yeah, I wasn't of the era of Roblox at the time. Basically, in my time when I was starting, I used to basically create Minecraft mods. But that was a long time ago. I still have a few available on GitHub, but yeah, I haven't touched them since maybe 8 years ago, something like that. I can even check because I think it's still public. I'm going to here, repositories. Let me see if I remember the name. It was something like survival? No. Essentials? I'm trying to remember what name I gave for it. Oh, here it is. The Survival Essentials mod. Yeah, hasn't been updated since 4 years ago. Yeah, Java is really hard to learn, but here I am mastering C#, so I can say much. Uh, but Java is a different kind of beast of itself, and you have to, for example, be careful with memory usage because it can leak memory for almost nothing. And yeah, I remember that it was a huge pain to code this mod. I basically only did this to challenge myself in a language I didn't know and to make my Minecraft experience at the time a bit smoother or a bit fun. Because, for example, I'd add loot drops for mobs that could basically be, for example, a loot box mechanism for food. So instead of a zombie dropping flesh, it could drop a bag that when you opened, it could drop any kind of food related items. Yeah, thank you, but I'd love to basically recreate this mod at some given point, but I barely have any time at the moment, and I'm always stockpiling on the projects, so yeah, first need to go through my backlog before I basically attempt something else. But yeah, for now, I'm quite happy with what I'm doing here on this website, and basically the game I'm working on some days here on YouTube and on Twitch, which is Nemitia. It's basically a 2D RPG in Unity, and I've been working on it for the last 8 or something years. I don't remember the exact number at the moment. But yeah, it's been a long time, and the game is barely what I remember from back in the day. So yeah, fun times. Uh, okay, what I was trying to do here. Oh, let's now grab something like, for example, I want to see if I can copy the URL to embed in here so we can attempt something. So let me do it like this. I'm going to open YouTube here. Yeah, essentially I've been studying programming for around, what is it, maybe 15 years now. But yeah, basically the first like 5 to 7 years was just me studying for high school, for college, and basically that was it. So after that, I got into a job at the time, and I started to look into Unity, and I thought, maybe I could try my hand at making games. It sounds pretty fun. I have quite a few ideas that I want to implement, especially the one I'm working on mainly, and basically that was what triggered it. Just wanted to, at the time, I think I wanted to replicate a small game, and small, uh, not well-known game, which was at the time Dragon Ball Z Super Sonic Warriors, or Legendary Super Warriors. I think that's what it was. Let me check. Legendary Super Warriors. I think it's this one. Yeah, like this was one of the games from my childhood that I absolutely loved. And one day I remembered, let me replicate this into a 2D RPG, but with more fancier graphics instead of the old Game Boy Color graphics, and maybe turn it into a bit of a Final Fantasy and go from there. And basically that's it. That's how my adventure basically started. Give me a moment, I need to drink some water. Okay, I'm back. So, let me see, accept all. For some reason it thinks I'm signed out. Oh, this must be like a separate profile, that's why it's freaking out. Let me see something. If I type like this, okay, it goes to here. I really want to question why political videos are showing up there, but fine. Embed. Okay, so it needs a specific UID. Oh, I already have it on Steam basically, but it's still a really work in progress. So yeah, still needs a lot of content. But let me see if I type in chat this command. Let me see if the bot recognizes it. No. Let me see how it's configured. I didn't put a command for meet here. Really? Huh. Okay, essentially I have a website for it. And I was seeing if it would point to it, but yeah. There it is. In here it has the early access page for Steam. It also has a bit of context for the game. Oh, hello Christian, welcome to the stream. How are you? I was explaining about my game while I was editing my basically stream website. Oh, it's fine, it's fine. Welcome aboard. I'm just explaining my game. So yeah, basically this website needs to be updated. It's one of the next priorities when I finish working on this framework here. I'm based in Lisbon, kinda. I'm more in Setúbal, but I mostly say Lisbon because most people won't know where Setúbal is. So yeah, yeah. Thank you. But these graphics are basically outdated. Now it's a lot different. I worked a bit more on improving the graphics from this design to a newer one that allowed more freedom. Yeah, I made the sprites. I can try to show how they are made. Let me see, I have a sprite here. Yeah. Let me open, for example. Okay, it doesn't have in there. If I go into characters, let me grab someone like Richard. Yeah, sprite. And one thing that these sprites have that's unique is basically I have it by parts, which I then like feed to Unity in the several parts, all separate, and Unity will reconstruct with the code that I created, will reconstruct this whole sprite, but in layers. So, for example, I can paste on the clothes by layer on the characters and render that way. Yeah, it's basically close to Lisbon. It's on the other side of the bridge. Oh, thank you for the subscribing on YouTube. But yeah, eventually I can show how this is made in Unity. In Godot, I'm supposing we can implement something similar, where you basically create an asset from multiple layers and then just output a simple sprite. But yeah, that's mostly how it works. And I try to make this as modular as possible so I can just dynamically edit the clothes, the, the attacks, etc. And basically it replicates to all characters. Okay, moving on, let me try to do something. I wanted to grab this iframe. Thank you. Uh, I'll try to basically do more tutorial videos on how I made certain systems in my game to basically teach everyone how they can replicate it and do it for themselves, maybe improve my code because my code isn't bulletproof. It will have its issues. So yeah, you can basically suggest any type of videos I can make and I'll dedicate some time to basically go over the systems, teach little by little, and try to implement a way to basically create them for Godot and Unity at the same time. It's not easy, but there's always a possibility. Okay, let me grab this and see if I can paste this into the page. I just want to see how it will look on the page itself. Okay, take that. Editing the right website. Okay. So, what I need to do for this one is include an API reference to basically get the stream ID and then do the embeds. Because right now that isn't a possibility. For Twitch it's a lot easier. I can just go to my Twitch profile and copy the embed from there. So if I go into here, basically I'm trying to learn Godot because some people are essentially mad at Unity for what they pulled like almost 2 years ago. So I try to basically broaden my approach to basically teach Godot and Unity at the same time. Same time per se, like I can do some tutorials in Godot, eventually make projects in Godot once I'm more familiar with the engine, things like those. But I mainly work with Unity at the moment. Nemetia is being made in Unity. Um, most of my other games are made in Unity. I think there's only one exception in my profile that was made in Godot, but even that I'm not sure. Let me check. Because I remember I did something in a different engine. I think it was this one. Let me check. Did I put the GitHub here? No. yeah, basically this game was made in Godot as far as I remember. Just need to find the repository for it. It might be private. Oh, Yogscast Jam 2021. This looks like Godot. Yeah, once I finish Nemetia, I might switch to Godot. Yeah, but until I finish Nemetia, it's gonna take years. But I can basically port my side projects to Godot once I'm more familiar with the engine. At a given point I did tutorials for how to use Godot, but I might need to recreate them because the approach I was taking wasn't the right one. So I might basically do some Godot learning streams where I learn at the same time as you guys and we can work on projects together. Basically would be one of my ideas. Uh, yeah, so let me check this. Yeah, this looks like it was Godot. Yeah, 4 years ago. Okay, so I eventually did the game and basically forgot how I work in the engine. Okay, sounds pretty much like me. Yeah. Okay, continuing with this. Let me grab where is the share embed. Okay, this works in a different way. I can use JavaScript or I can use an iframe. Let me just put an iframe for now. Okay, go into here, paste the iframe here after a break, update that. Huh, this embed is misconfigured. Alright. Have it your way, okay. Let me grab like this. So delete the iframe and use the JavaScript approach. Let's see if it works. Okay, it did work. Does a simple stream embed right here. It's kinda neat. Okay, basically I have my ideas mostly straight here. For this one I need to basically write an API code call. Let me write in a semantically more sensible way. Sure, go ahead. I'm open to suggestions on everything, so feel free. Let me just write something here. I normally use Notion to basically organize myself. So multi-page streaming website. So API call to YouTube to get the stream ID for embed and also the go live status. Let's say the div main should probably be more of a div container. Yeah, I can also change that. Yeah, that should be a simple thing. Just need to go into layout CSS HTML. No, this might be in the layouts themselves. So if I go into my database, for example, I can just go into layouts, and there should be something in here. Okay, the div main isn't here. I might have placed it somewhere. Oh, yeah. Okay, refactoring the code. Okay, yeah, get it. I got it. Yeah, might be able to do that. Just need to basically organize myself on how I did this. So this is the index layout. So it grabs the layout like that. Trying to remember how I basically created this, because it's been a while, so my mind isn't as fresh as it was. Render the body, so that basically grabs from the database, has page content in here. Okay, so basically this this one turns into the main, and same for this one. Update here. Let me check in here. Okay, now it undid that because this is the main object in here for now. Need to organize that style sheet as well. Yeah. Okay. If I understood correctly, it's this. Now, where did I? Oh, I opened Android Studio by mistake. Now, where did I put the rest of the code? So, div class main. Where is this located at? Because unless I'm blind, I'm not seeing what I did. Oh, bingo! Container. Okay. Will that work? Let me see. Let me reload this. I really need to check for this hard-coded part. Okay. Now it's switched to container. Okay. Yeah. Sounds right. Yeah. Normally in, for example, templates we see a lot of div class container, but not div class main. So yeah, also makes sense. Just need to adjust my code for exactly that. Container, save changes, it should be that one. Okay. Yeah, thank you for your help. My stream was playing, so let's also see. Okay, this part basically is working, just needs a lot of improvement style sheet wise. But yeah, the admin dashboard is gaining shape at least, so let's see if I can create a few more things for it. What would be the easiest one? Oh, I should also implement the layouts in here. I'm forgetting about that, and that might be problematic.
Because right now the only way to basically do something would be for me to go in here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's really appreciated. I normally am a bit more blind towards HTML and CSS, so all the help is appreciated. Since I'm mostly working as a backend engineer and not a front-end one, so stuff like this sometimes gets forgotten. But yeah, I think I'm going to do a small break. I've been going at it for almost 2 hours, and I need to eat something, so I'll be right back. Oops, forgot this was turned on. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm ready to continue. Let's basically finish at least the part about editing layouts. So, I'm going to need yet another controller for the layouts. Layout controller. What's this? Okay. Now let it be like that. The thing that will change is in here. Layout.
styles. No. Layout. Okay. We're going to be layout. HTML content. HTML. Okay, that's perfect. And let's replicate this. Layouts. Layouts. Okay. Clone this model. Layouts. View model. Layouts. Website layout. Should be this one. Layouts. Okay. Layouts. View model. Layouts. Alright, that seems like what I want. Style sheets, clone this page into layouts. Layouts. Add the layouts model label in here. Layout. Okay, it's layout. Okay, HTML. HTML. Layout HTML. Layout website. Okay. Should be this. Except in here it's also for layout. Alright. Now if I go into the layout controller, I want to say add a website layout. The HTML content will be what's passed in here. Layouts. Okay, the other ones I'll edit eventually. But for now seems fine. Okay. For changes it might ask me, yeah. Okay. And let's restart the app. And see if now... Oh! As always, I forget about things. Let me close this tab. Let me grab a material icon to represent the link for that. I go into share the layout. Let's create a new one for this. Okay, and let's grab an interesting icon. Let me see if with this one it looks well. Okay, let's restart. Okay, there we have layouts, and almost worked. The model item passed into the view data dictionary is of type layouts view model, but this view data dictionary requires a model item of styles view model. Okay, my bad, I goofed in that part. In this page, up here it's layouts view model and layouts. Okay, now that should work. We just delete the title header and the description, post that. Those aren't required. I'll only need the name and the icons. Okay. Layouts. Okay. Everything seems to be working. Let's grab, for example, I'm going to grab what I created from here. Okay. And let's pass it to here. It might complain because this is HTML. It didn't? Hold up, but it didn't create. Unless I'm seeing things. Okay, it's there. Huh. It's there, but it isn't. Okay, it's because I was pointing to the wrong place. My bad. Okay. Let me go back into... where is it? Layouts, the controller. Yeah. In here. Layouts. And same for the other ones if I have. Okay. That should be fine. That shows up properly. Okay, I'm satisfied for now at least. It's gaining quite a good shape, and I can basically do a pause from working on the admin dashboard and maybe end things here for today at least. It's been a good stream, lots of progress made, and basically we have a lot more to tackle. I need to investigate about the YouTube API, maybe include the Twitch API as well for certain parts of the website, maybe as some sort of extension, so I can basically implement both streams or at least some sort of notification system on my streaming website. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next stream, which is tomorrow. I'll be working on the Nemetia game in Unity. Should start around the same time as today. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you guys soon.